Good evening. Welcome back. We are going to continue on reading the Empath Survival Guide by Judith Orloff, MD. And we did wrap up chapter 5 on the last video that I did, talking about energy vampires and narcissists. So different types of energy vampires, different ways and strategies to protect yourself from that energy and also to deal with them in general. So the next chapter we are going to be working on or talking about and reading together is chapter 6, Empaths, Parenting and Raising Sensitive Children. So hopefully, you will find some help with this. I know that I hope to find some guidance with this because not only do I identify as being empathic, but I do believe my daughter is also empathic. And so anything that I can do to not only help myself to be a better person, a better parent, more aware, is to also help her in any way that I can. All right, so let's get started. Being a parent is one of the most demanding life choices anyone can make, but it's especially challenging for empaths. Our sensitive nervous systems are so easily overwhelmed by the intense increase in sensory input and busyness. Despite this, both my empath patients and friends who are raising children consistently report that they find the rewards far outweigh the stresses of parenthood. They often describe their children as the light of their lives. Raising children undoubtedly offers great gifts to all parents. Children can bring not only emotional bonding and a sense of family, but also wonder, tenderness, and fun. Fathers and mothers who are empaths experience great joy and nurturing in their roles. Parents have the opportunity to get a new human being off to a good start. Empaths are naturally giving. They love to fulfill this role. The guidance they provide their sons and daughters is a sacred contribution to their growth. Children are also powerful teachers who help their parents grow by giving them opportunities to learn patience, limit setting, and love. When empaths have self-care strategies, they become incredible parents because of their compassion, intuition, and ability to support their children's own sensitivities. But, and this is a big but, along with the countless gifts of parenting, the stressors are ongoing, even when you're fortunate enough to have a supportive mate, family, babysitter, or nanny. Empaths must be aware of these stressors because they are prone to sensory overload. Some of these stressors include less time alone, more socializing, a packed daily schedule with frequent food preparation, dirty diapers, sleep deprivation, the generally high noise level from children, crying and screaming, and as kids get older, the many parties, sleepovers, messy rooms, sports teams, and school events. One empath told me, "I love children and helped to raise my beautiful stepchild. It is a precious gift to have a child's soul entrusted to your care. The noise and chaos were hard, but worth it. The biggest sacrifices I had to make were my time and freedom." In light of all this, when deciding whether to be a parent, it's wise to mindfully weigh the many benefits and stressors. Some empaths decide not to have children because they aren't drawn to the parenting role or know it would be too demanding for their sensitive nature. Others choose to have just one child, and some are happy being doting aunts, uncles, godparents, or mentors, commitments that require less time and energy. These options also provide a sense of family and joy. Parenting is a mindful choice and a matter of destiny. Since empaths are so sensitive, having children must be a mindful choice. I help my patients consider the pros and cons of parenting. This way, they won't romanticize the process without grasping the impact on their nervous system, privacy, and sensitivities. Intuition is central to making a good decision. I guide my patients to tune in to whether having children feels right to their gut. Here are 2 intuitive techniques I suggest for you. So this first one is a meditation exercise. Technique 1, tune into your gut. Find a calm and quiet place to connect with your intuition. Then inwardly pose this question to yourself. Is it the best choice for me to have a child? Next, listen to your inner voice respond. An intuitive yes can feel comfortable, energizing, excited, balanced, or flowing. An intuitive no can feel like a sinking or sick feeling, a sense of discomfort or contraction, or like trying to force something or hitting a wall. I will say I semi agree with that because I learned a long time ago the easiest way to know if it's your intuition that you're hearing or if it's just, chatter in your mind is that your intuition will always be calm and direct. Whereas, where your ego, your pride, your mind comes into play, there might be some panic. So the example that was given to me was somebody's walking down a street and they're contemplating, are they going to go left or are they going to go right? If there's a fear base, you're going to hear, don't go right, don't go right. If it's intuition that's speaking to you, it's going to say, go left. Just very simple, to the point. No fear, no extras, that simple. So I don't know about that because, and maybe that's where her thinking was when this book was written because it was a while ago. But a lot of the studies they've done on, how to know if it's your tuition speaking or if it's something else, is that one is very calm, direct and to the point, and the other one has emotions behind it, specifically fear, anger, something like that. That's more your mind telling you or your ego or your pride. So I don't know if I agree with you necessarily feeling sick, because if you intuitively know that the answer is no, then I would think that you feel okay with that because intuitively you know that that's where you're at. That's just my personal side opinion. Intuition will help you make the best choice. You must have children because you want them and not to please your parents who may want grandchildren or because society expects it. Of course, there may still be some anxiety about the decision. That's natural. But the basic intuitive yes about moving forward must be there. Also, you and your partner must be in sync with this decision. If you're not, seek help from a therapist or a guide. And then technique 2, which is another meditation exercise. Meditate on the child's spirit. In a quiet moment, meditate on connecting with the spirit of your child. Empaths can often feel this with their heightened sensitivity. You may intuit a life force approaching, a mutual yearning to meet, or a feeling of happiness. If you experience these intuitions or others that confirm your connection with this soul, that is a strong intuitive yes to consider. My patients who are having difficulty conceiving often use this technique to get in touch with their child's spirit and say, "Hello, we want you with all of our hearts." This formal introduction and invitation can energetically facilitate conception. Parenting involves choice, but it's also about karma and destiny. Some people simply aren't meant to have children, which is perfectly fine. Their spiritual lessons will come in other forms that are ideal for them. Sometimes we are destined to care for a particular child who may also be meant to help you. This is a powerful impetus for a soul to be born or adopted and creates a strong bond between you. I've worked with couples who end up separating after they have kids, as if the primary purpose of their union was to bring these beings into the world. Also, it may be your destiny to co-parent your partner's children. Remember that all these variables factor in when it comes to child rearing and parenting in your own life. Coping skills for empathic parents. All the usual stresses of parenting are amplified if you are an empath. How do you balance work and your relationships with your partner, kids, family, and friends without freaking out, especially if you're easily overwhelmed? The secret to thriving as an empath parent is to have strategies in place to counter tension and overstimulation. Of course, this is important for all parents, but because empaths have a lower threshold for stress, anxiety, and sensory overload, these tools can make or break their sanity and well-being. Empaths are most comfortable with consistency, so instead of being thrown off center by the ongoing twists and turns of parenthood, a set of reliable strategies will prepare you to cope in a more constructive way. Sensitivity is a mixed bag. Although a parent's empathy benefits both kids and parents psychologically, the impact on the parent's physical health is a different story. A recent study in health psychology reports that empathic parents experience compromised immunity and a low-grade systemic inflammation from having to regularly deal with their child's depression and upsets. It's easy to understand why many physicians recommend stress reduction techniques, such as exercise and meditation, to strengthen a parent's immune system. In the spirit of self-care, naturally empathic parents and parents who are empaths can practice the following strategies to reduce stress and to stay calm and balanced. They will help mothers and fathers be mindful of how they express their emotions to their kids while still allowing parents to feel deeply. Empaths get overloaded easily when they do too much without breaks. As parents, they would do well to incorporate these tools and add some breathing room into their days, even if it's just for short periods. A little goes a long way in rejuvenating energy and serenity. So here's 12 action steps for parents to achieve balance and reduce sensory overload. Some of them are quite long, so I don't think we'll get through all 12 of them, but we'll get a good few in here. So number 1, start the day with a grateful affirmation. This sets a positive and uplifting tone to the day instead of anxiously starting off with endless to-do lists. Whether silently or aloud, begin your day saying, "I'm grateful for this day and for my health, my connection to spirit, and my kids and family. Thank you for all these blessings. May I stay calm. May I stay happy. May I be loving." Remember to breathe. Number 2. Rushing causes us to hold our breath or to breathe shallowly, which traps tension in the body. Throughout your busy day, program yourself to take at least one conscious deep breath periodically to release tension. You might want to set the timer on your phone to remind you. Mindful breathing is so important, not only to your physical health, but spiritually speaking. There are many, many reasons why mindful breathing is good for you. And if you want more information about that, you can definitely find it online, but it's definitely beneficial. Number 3, create alone time. To counter the demands of raising children, empaths must schedule at least a few minutes alone each day to recharge. Spend some time in nature if you can, or in a sacred space at home. A 5-minute timeout in the bathroom or closet, if those are your only places of refuge, may be all you need. If you have a partner who is available, they can watch the kids. Otherwise, you can enjoy time alone when your child is napping, away on a play date, or maybe at soccer practice. If it's safe to leave your school-age children alone briefly, close your bedroom door and shut your eyes for the simple pleasure of slowing down. One friend started a babysitting co-op. She and a neighbor traded taking care of each other's children so that each mom could have a free afternoon once a week. It's good role modeling to say to your children, "I need some alone time." Since your kids want your attention, they might be momentarily upset, but it nourishes them and you to take care for your own energy. You'll be a less irritable parent, that's for sure. One empath mom told me, "The best thing I can give my daughter is me being happy. When I have time to myself, I can be a better mom." That's true. If you're lucky enough to have loved ones who watch the kids, taking mini retreats away is wonderful. After 14 years of marriage, one empath and mother of 2 girls in middle school finally took herself to a hotel for the weekend. "No spiritual conferences to attend," she said. "There was just time to be by myself and write, because I had forgotten the sound of my own inner voice." Number 4, listen to soothing music. Music has the power to heal, inspire, and to transform tension. It is an instant energy shifter. It helps you and your baby as you rock the little one to sleep, and later, it can be a source of calm for everyone in your home. Just hearing a song we love settles an overwrought nervous system. Of course, music is a balm when you can have those moments alone too. To start my day, I love listening to the Great Bell Chant, which is narrated by Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh, as well as devotional music by the artists Enya Snatam Kaur, Tina Malia, or Wah, W-A-H, exclamation point. I almost thought it said Wham, which is like a really 80s group. Okay, number 5, meditate. Finding bits of time to meditate breaks the stress cycle and quiets the nervous system. As one empath mother told me, after I meditate, I'm calmer. Then I don't get pulled into the drama of my son's tantrums. Try using the 3-minute heart meditation, that was in chapter 2 that I read, at home when a loved one or babysitter can watch the kids. If you're on the run, practice the meditation in the car after you drop the kids off, or even a public restroom, if that is the only private space that is available. You may want to get a small fountain or some water element at home so that the tranquil sound of water flowing can permeate your environment and help calm you and your children. While meditating, you can concentrate on an inspiring image, such as the ocean, the night sky, or a forest. You can also try focusing on how much you love your kids and what a miracle they are in your life. This will ignite your heart energy during times of stress. Breathe, center, feel your heart, and reconnect with yourself and your higher power as you gently exhale accumulated tension. It's incredible how restorative a short meditation can be. And then we'll read number 6 of the 12. Take power naps. If you have young children, you might feel the urge to catch up on laundry while they're napping, but this is the perfect time for you to take a power nap. Just 20 minutes will revive you and provide an energy boost that will carry you through the rest of your busy day. Empaths are extremely open to receiving healing energy during sleep. The laundry can wait till later. Okay. So in order to finish the remainder of the 12, because they are a bit lengthy, this would be a really long video. And as I said, I like to keep these videos under the 20 to 25 minute mark, simply because it's a lot of information to take in. And me personally, because I'm reading this to you as I would read it to myself, I read a little bit at a time so that I can actually obtain what I've learned before I take in even more information. So I'm going to stop right there. And in our next video, we will read the remaining 6 of 12, and then we will talk about raising sensitive children. So right now we're talking about the empathic parent, but then we're going to talk about raising sensitive or empathic children. And we will talk about, there will be an assessment to see if you can figure out if your child is empathic. And we will talk about the challenges that they can face, whether, you know, I guess special challenges for sensitive boys, pregnancy and infancy, and just a few other things. Yeah, so we'll stop right there, and we will continue on with the rest in my next video. So I hope that, again, like usual, that these are helpful to whoever finds these videos, and I will be back for another one very, very soon. And if you feel inclined, please like and subscribe, comment. I would always appreciate to hear anything anyone really has to say about, well, really anything they want to share. So I enjoy these, and I enjoy just sharing any kind of information I can that can help others. So until next time, have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or night. Bye-bye.